Hey y'all, I'm back. This is Calypso Queen, and this is the inner monologue of a healthcare worker. Just real quick, I'm going to go ahead and do my disclaimer. I am a healthcare worker, a CNA to be exact, and everything that I'm going to be talking about is going to be my opinion. So, don't take it to heart. This is just my opinion. So, I'm here to talk about certain situations at work that happen that you don't really say how you really feel. And a little bit of background about me. I started my TikTok almost about 3 years ago now. And at first I started it as a business page. I am currently revamping, doing something a little bit different. Tell me what you think about my mask in the comments. I plan to switch up masks as we go. It won't always be the same mask. It'll be different ones. And the mask represents the mask that we put on at work when we want to say something, but we don't say it because everyone has that work vibe personality where you can't really be, street per se. You kind of have to, abide by the rules. And as a healthcare worker, you can't really say certain things you want to say in that moment. So let me know what you think about my mask. Let me know if you have any other ideas about different masks. But I will be showcasing different masks as we go along. Anyway, so getting into today. Today, and we're going to paraphrase names here for the sake of HIPAA. Today I had found out that I had a resident that passed away, and I caught the resident. I caught it before it happened. I saved this man's life, and we're going to call him John. So, John was having a hard time breathing. He couldn't breathe. John is a dialysis patient, of course, and he missed a couple dialysis appointments during the week. He decided not to go. Now, these are the patients that, sometimes they're a little stubborn, and sometimes they're stubborn, sometimes they're just tired, and they just don't want to go. So, since then, his body has been reacting to him not going to get the dialysis. So, I walked in the room and I could instantly see it all over him. He did not look like himself at all. And I says, John, I think you should go to the hospital. Do you want to go to the hospital? And he said no. So I went and got my nurse immediately. She got the vitals, she got the pulse ox. He was about an 89 over 90. Yeah, so we immediately called the daughter. We're going to call the daughter Blanche. So Blanche, she's just nonchalant. Oh, we're not going to do anything. We're just going to do whatever the doctor says, and so we called the doctor, and the doctor's name, we're going to call him Bill. So Bill says, oh no, he's just, overly dramatic a lot of the times, and, we're not going to send him, okay, unless the POA says, we're not going to send him. And I thought to myself, I said, if I can see it all over him, and you were just here this morning, how come you didn't see it all over him? Because he was pretty much the same from the report I got. He was the same in the morning as he was in the afternoon when I got there. I work nights. So I'm sitting here like, overly dramatic, huh? And then he blatantly tells my nurse, we're going to call my nurse Angela. Nah, not Angela. I don't like that name. We're going to call my nurse Sierra. So Sierra tells him what's going on with the patient and everything, and he blatantly, so Bill says to Sierra, Just do what I'm telling you to do. I know what I'm doing. Mind you, Sierra sees exactly what I see. And so I go in the room and I convince him to go to the hospital. So the EMTs get there, and then you have his roommate. We're going to call the roommate Sam. We have Sam. Sam is now giving false information. You gotta love those, you know. So Sam gives false information and says that I forgot the patient's name. There's so many names going on, but you get the gist. So he now says, hey, look, he's been bleeding like this for all of about 3 hours. And I'm sitting here like, he has not been like this for 3 hours. I look dead at the EMTs and I'm like, he's not been like this for 3 hours. I just checked on him, you know, about 20 minutes ago and he wasn't bleeding like this. When I saw that he was bleeding like this, I went and got my nurse immediately. He's only been like this for about 20 minutes. So the EMTs are mad, of course, but they take him to the hospital, and I find out today that he passed away. So this situation happened Super Bowl Sunday, actually. Super Bowl Sunday. Right before the halftime show starts. So I'm saying this, I'm telling this story to say you can't always rely on the doctor in a nursing home setting because we are the CNAs, we are the nurses, and we work with these people on a daily basis. We see them every day, but we have to do, unfortunately, what the doctor wants done, unless the patient says otherwise, if they're not a DNR. So I'm saying this to say, if you're a POA and a nurse calls you and asks if you want this person to be sent out to the hospital, if they are a full code, I would suggest you use common sense and send them out. Just send them out. I'm telling you, I could have literally, I was so upset, you know, and I had to get through my shift today without thinking about it. You know, it was still at the forefront of my mind, of course, but you know, the busier you get during the day, you know, things kind of drown it out, but it was still there steadily because I saved this man's life. And had it not been for the doctor who said he's overly dramatic, or had it not been for the daughter in the situation not taking the nurses and the aides seriously, he would probably still be alive today. So yeah, that's just kind of I wanted to say, woman, I see him more than you do. As for the things that we don't say that we want to say, I see him more than you do. I know this is not the normal him. We know this is not how he normally is. He's short of breath. His oxygen is low. Send him out. And she just opted not to. And because of those decisions, and also him refusing dialysis, let's not leave that out. That has a lot to do with it. You know, here we are. So, yeah. Any comments or any topics you guys want me to talk about, we can go ahead and do that. I'm going to probably be on a couple nights out of the week, you know, just going over different topics and things. But I am Calypso Queen. And, you know, that's the topic for today. See y'all later.